Hey guys, so our topic is behavioral isolation, and our team members consist of Lorraine, Michelle, Catherine, and myself, Abe. So, what is behavioral isolation? Well, it's a type of reproductive barrier where individuals of a species either reject or fail to recognize the mating behaviors of other species, thus leading to reproductive isolation. Examples of such behaviors include mating rituals, such as dances and songs, which are performed with specific patterns that are identified by potential mates. If these mating behaviors are performed differently, then that leads to behavioral isolation. And behavioral isolation is also an example of a prezygotic mechanism because it prevents species from reproducing to ever form a zygote. In other words, it prevents hybridization from ever occurring. It is also sympatric speciation because species can be in the same area and still be reproductively isolated rather than physical isolation being the cause. And in this clip, we have a blue-footed booby showing its feet to a potential mate, flashing its wings, and then showing its feet once again. And if the female is attracted to this mating ritual, or recognizes it, then she will mate with this individual. And if she does not recognize the ritual, then she will not mate with the individual.
Here's the species description and names for the blue-footed booby. It is a marine bird native to the eastern Pacific Ocean, specifically the subtropical and tropical regions of the area. And you can see on the map, the blue and red region is where they're usually located. It's known for its vibrant blue feet, as you can see in the pictures right here and right here. You can see they stand out. And their sexually selected trait is blue feet. It's 1/6 of the genus Sula, so there's 5 other birds that make up this genus. Its common name is the blue-footed booby, and scientific name is Sula noboxi.
The previous slide mentioned the blue-footed booby and the general location of the boobies. The other types of boobies are listed below with their common and scientific names, including the red-footed booby, Sula sula, masked booby, Sula decorata, brown booby, Sula leucogaster, the Peruvian booby, Sula variegata, and Nazca booby, Sula granti. These different types of boobies live in similar habitats, specifically marine/coastal habitats near open ocean waters. They tend to live near coasts on rocky islands by the shore. Their diet mainly consists of aquatic organisms such as fish, squid, anchovy, sardines, mackerel, and other types of fish. Each of the boobies have unique behaviors, including differing mating rituals that involve displaying their colored feet, exaggerated marching, and dancing. They also perform swift deep dives from incredible heights of over 80 feet to catch prey.
So how do they isolate from each other? Well, each booby bird has different dancing rituals. For example, the blue booby bird show their blue feet to the female, and whichever one has the bluest feet is the most attractive compared to the red booby birds, where the ritual is called pointing to the sky, and the male courts the female bird by turning her head backwards until her beak points upward. Another way they isolate themselves is by having different colored feet. As you can see, the blue booby bird, of course, has blue feet. The red booby bird has red feet, and then you can see the brown booby bird having the brightest yellow feet, and etc. Each bird also have different heights, the masked booby bird being the tallest among the boobies. Then we also have different colors for body and feet and beak. For example, the Nazca booby and the masked booby might look the same, but they have different colored beaks. The Nazca one has an orange beak, and the masked booby has a yellowish beak. Then for the bodies, as you can see, the Peruvian booby and the brown booby and the blue-footed booby, they all have brown in their body, but they have different patterns and different shades, making them easy to distinguish from each other.
So the blue-footed bobby is a part of the Sulidae family, which consists of 2 major types of birds called the gannet and the bobby. These 2 species share common characteristics such as a medium to large size, are coastal seabirds, and plunge dive for fish and have similar prey. Other similarities include both species practicing in elaborate mating rituals. These rituals are a part of behavioral isolation, but it's just more notable for the bobby. Both species are also monogamous, meaning that they only mate with one pair their entire lives. The blue bobby and gannet also share physical similarities such as air sacs, which enable cushion from water impact, and as well as binocular vision.
Here's an example of behavior isolation. The male sings and dances for the bride, and yet the female doesn't recognize the ritual and rejects him, thus causing isolation since they do not reproduce.